Hello everyone, this is Bobbin Threadbare, with a little old game I like to call Raptor, Call of the Shadows. You play as an F-14 pilot, in an F-14 that can fly through space and shoot lasers. You kill the hell out of the bad guys, or the good guys. It's not really clear, and it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I've taken the liberty of creating a pretty established character because the game really doesn't change whether you're just starting out or not. I mean, my basic attacks are going to be more powerful, but at least it means you don't have to see me suffering. Anyway, this here is Bravo Sector, wave number 1. I've decided to start by using the basic air-to-air missiles just to show off how they work. I'll be using the other weapons later on just to show how they work as well as how you can use certain combinations in tandem for devastating effect. As it is, this is mostly just flying. Later on we'll see lots of ground things where air-to-air missiles like these would be quite as useful. Anyway, I'll be putting details in the thread itself about each and every weapon as I use them. The basic attack, that is, things that can't be selected but are always active. Currently that's 3 things: micro missiles, a plasma shot down the center, and of course, bullets. Lots and lots of bullets. Oddly enough, you can sell those if you really want to. Don't see why, though. It's one of the only things that can actually destroy buildings, especially among the more powerful sets. So something you may have noticed is that something that sets this game apart from a lot of shoot-'em-ups is that it is not, in fact, a Raiden clone. Among other things, you have things like health bars, and can take many, many hits. And this shakes up the game balance rather entirely. For one thing, in the upper left-hand corner there you'll see S's. It looks sort of like Superman went gold. Those are your bonus shields, basically additional health bars that you can buy. And, oh yes, another thing is that there aren't no lives in this game. If I die, I have to reload a saved game, because there's just no going back. In the lower left-hand corner there, that's the bomb count. That's fairly traditional. 5 shots. 5 times you can blow up the entire screen. You can buy those too. In fact, you pretty much buy everything. And of course the way you buy things is with points. That's the little dollar sign next to the top there. And I don't know about you, but all this mindless destruction really puts me in a meditating mood. Oh, and that one means that we're facing the final boss. Now here you see me taking some hits intentionally. Well, you might notice that that wore off an entire shield. Unfortunately, I cannot add to the bonus shields at all. So if I want as much health as possible on the next level, I need to basically hurt myself in order to get another shield. Now, this is the buy and sell screen I just breezed past. I was checking to see if the air-to-air missiles I had picked up in the level were still on the ship, and no, they're not. As it is, I can only carry so many selectable weapons, and I'm all full up. But at the moment, I've decided to start showing off the the air-to-ground missiles. Rather hard for an F-14 to show off ground-to-air missiles. Anyway, ground-to-air missiles as you might imagine, hit anything that's on the ground, such as those ships, those buildings, any turrets we might happen to encounter, even though there aren't any in this level. In any case, Alt is the button you press to shift your selectable weapons. Unfortunately, having so many makes shifting to the one you want kind of hard. But fortunately, it turns out that they are all secretly coded to the number keys as well. Don't know why it is, but air-to-ground and air-to-air missiles are 5 and 6. You'd think they'd be 1 and 2 since they're your basic weapons. No. Oh yes, I should also probably explain that sometimes when you blow things up, they release their energy cores. Energy cores are good for just a little bonus money. Not actually that much. I'm just a determined completionist, and that's why I go out of my way to actually pick them up. Now, if you watch the currently active weapon in the corner there, you might notice that it actually flashes green occasionally. That's me taking full advantage of the whole number keys situation. Because ground-to-air, or air-to-ground missiles, I keep screwing that up. Air-to-ground missiles are very useful, but only in very limited circumstances. As you've probably noticed by now, most of the enemies are airborne, so keeping them out all day is really less than useful. What's also less than useful is that apparently, for some reason, most of the later weapons that can hit both air and ground targets do not hit buildings. And since I'm getting money for destroying the hell out of everything on the screen, that means less money in my pocket. As such, air-to-ground missiles are a fairly decent thing to carry into combat, even in late game. All those secondary weapons of mine, basically everything... Oh, that's a bomb. You might have noticed it actually had to fly out of the ship and then travel for a second before it actually blew up. Anyway, I've talked for long enough. See you next time.